This is section 3.1. This is part 2. We've been asked to complete the ordered pairs. Now, we just checked some ordered pairs to see if they were correct. This time we're given incomplete ordered pairs, and we're trying to find the missing value that will make it true. This is actually 2 problems. We have 2 things we need to do. For our first one, they want us to plug in 0 for x, because x is always the first value, and we are missing the y value. That's what it is we want to try to find. So for part 1, I'm going to leave y as y, but I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So y equals 2 times 0 plus 7. Order of operations, we do the multiplication first. 2 times 0 is 0. So I simply get y is equal to 7. Now what this tells me is that the ordered pair 0, 7 is a solution to this particular equation. Now let's do basically the same thing here. We are not given the x this time, but we are given a y value. And so we plug in for y. Y is -3, equal to 2x. We don't know what x is, so we keep the x around, plus 7. So this time we need to solve this. To get x by itself, I need to move the 7 over here, subtract 7 from each side. -3 minus 7 would be -10, is equal to 2x. Now I need to divide both sides by a 2, and I get a -5 is equal to x. So this ordered pair would be -5, -3x. So just to make it a little bit more clear, your answers are 0, 7, and -5, -3. Complete the ordered pairs. Okay, the next 2 problems are really the same thing. They are just written in a different format. Instead of starting off with ordered pairs, they put it in a chart form. But it's exactly the same. This is just saying you have your x value of 0, what y value goes with it. This is 3 problems. This one was 2. So start off with the first one. What if our x is 0? Plug that in. We're going to calculate what y must be. So I have 4 times 0, 4x, plus 3y, and we don't know what y is equal to 24. Now do this arithmetic. 4 times 0 goes away, and I simply have 3y is equal to 24. Now divide both sides by a 3, and we get that y must equal 8. So right here, I would have an 8. 0, 8 would be an ordered pair that would solve this. It's just an alternate way of writing them. For the second problem, we are being asked to plug in 0 for y, and we want to find the x value. So I have 4 times x, since I don't know x, plus 3 times y, and y is 0, and that equals 24. 3 times 0 is 0, so that just goes away, and I have 4x is equal to 24. Divide both sides by a 4, and I get that x must equal 6. So in this position, I need a 6. If x is 6 and y is 0, we get something that is true. Okay, let's do our final one. This time we are told that our y is 4. 4x plus 3y, and y is 4, so 3 times 4 is equal to 24. This simplifies to 4x plus 12 is equal to 24. I want the x alone, so I need to subtract 12 from both sides, which gives me 4x is equal to 24 minus 12 is 12. Now divide both sides by a 4, and we get that x must equal 3. So in this position, we get a 3. Okay, so let's look at one more, and it's basically the same type of problem. We again have the chart. We're given some information. We're supposed to plug in what we're given and find the value that pairs up with it to make it true. For the first one here, we're given that y equals 0. So I would have 4x minus 9 times 0 is equal to negative 36. 9 times 0 goes away. I have 4x is equal to negative 36. Divide both sides by 4. Negative 36 divided by 4 is a negative 9. So a negative 9 would need to go right there. Now let's plug in 0 for x. 4 times 0 minus 9y is equal to negative 36. 4 times 0 is 0, so that goes away. I have negative 9y is equal to negative 36. I need to divide both sides by negative 9. And I get that y is equal to 4. So I need to put a 4 right there. All right, one more. We are given that y is equal to 8. I'm sorry, I need to slide this over a little bit. I have 4. We're not given x. Minus 9 times 8 is equal to negative 36. Let me slide this over a little bit. Okay. So I have 4x minus 72 is equal to negative 36. I want to get the x by itself, so I'm going to move the 72 over to the right by adding 72 to both sides. And I get 4x is equal to negative 36 plus 72 is positive 36. And now divide both sides by a 4 to get that x must equal positive 9. So a positive 9 would go in this position right here.